What's up, guys? Brooks here. Tomorrow is another great opportunity to get in a zone 2 workout with Born to Run. So, as it is written, Born to Run is a 24-minute AMRAP. It is an 800-meter run followed by 40 goblet squats, 30 up downs, and 20 hand release push ups. If you were doing this workout as written with the goal of trying to get an ideal amount of rounds and reps, you would be trying to complete 2 rounds while getting into a little bit of a few minutes into the third run. So, with that in mind, let's talk about how we can make it a zone 2 workout and how you can complete a comparable amount of work within that time. So, for the 800-meter run, we're simply going to turn it into a 5-minute run slash fast walk. It is very difficult to control your heart rate in a class where half of the people might be running and the other half might be trying to do this workout in a zone 2, which leaves you walking or doing some sort of fast power walk. I get it. If you really want to do this zone 2 workout correctly, you're just going to have to set that ego aside and accept that you're going to be more than likely going for a really slow jog or a fast walk for 5 minutes. So you'll go out the door, 2.5 minutes in one direction, come right back in, go 2.5 minutes in, and 2.5 minutes back, right? That should give you right about 5 minutes, and you can try and record the distance or a landmark on Butler Street to give you an idea of where you went. So the next time you do it, if you do it as a zone 2, you can see how much further you actually got while working at the same heart rate. Once you come back in from that 5-minute run, you're going to go right into the other movements. So, like I said, it's 40 goblet lunges, 30 up downs, and 20 hand release push-ups. If you're doing this as a zone 2, you're simply going to do 2 minutes of each of these movements. So it's going to be 2 minutes of a goblet lunge, 2 minutes of burpees rather than the up downs. This might seem counterintuitive, but burpees will actually slow us down because we'll have that descent and that push back up. More than likely for most people, you're going to have to step down and step back while taking very distinct breaths in the bottom and at the top of each rep. And then we will do 2 minutes of hand release push-ups. For most people, heart rate won't be an issue on the hand release push-ups. It's more of an issue of muscular endurance. So again, sort of like we did with the last zone 2 workout we talked about having again every minute or every 30-second rep scheme. This is something I would do for the hand release push-ups as well to help you build strength. So if you know that push-ups or gymnastics presses are a weakness of yours, when you go into that 2 minutes of hand release push-ups, rather than trying to knock out as many as you can or starting to fail some reps, decide how many you want to do and go with that every 30-second rep scheme again. So it might be 2, it might be 3, it might be 5. But if it were me, I would identify the number of push-ups that I feel I could do perfectly every 30 seconds within that 2 minutes. So basically for 4 sets, and try and hit that number as you go through. For the goblet lunges, you're just going to have to go slow. Now, this might actually feel a little bit worse than if you were trying to just knock out 40 reps, because moving slowly is actually going to make it harder for your muscles, right? If we think about like moving fast would be harder for the heart rate, but moving slowly with control is actually going to cause us more muscle breakdown, and you're going to get a greater burn. Again, breathing is going to be really important with this. You're going to have to keep an eye on your heart rate here. If you try to go the 2 minutes unbroken, you're absolutely going to spike that heart rate out of that zone 2. So what I would suggest is grabbing a kettlebell, doing X amount of reps, right? Maybe it's 10 really slowly. And if you get 2 or 3 sets in there, great. And if you have to drop the kettlebell and do body weight, that's fine too. So again, for this zone 2 Born to Run workout, it's going to be a 24-minute AMRAP. You're going to do 5 minutes of a run slash fast walk, 2 minutes of goblet lunges, maybe like sets of 10, sets of 12, maybe very slowly and deliberately looking for a muscle burn and not trying to spike your heart rate. 2 minutes of burpees, focusing on your breathing, stepping back, and stepping up to the top and breathing at the top, breathing at the bottom. And then for the 2 minute of hand release push-ups, pick a number that you can do perfectly every 30 seconds. If it's one, that's fine, right? Two, three, four, five, whatever it is, whatever's appropriate for you there. That will get you into 2 rounds plus. And then with a little bit of time that you have left, which might be around like 2 minutes or so, you'll just go out again on a 1 minute into one direction of a walk or a fast walk or a slow jog. And then as soon as you hit that 1 minute, come on back and the workout will be complete.